Hi, my name is Bente, I'm the Norse Witch, and in this week's video I'm going to show you my July, August and September witchy favorites. My first favorites for these months was definitely candle carving, and specifically deity candles. For example, I made this one for Freya, the Feho rune, or this one for Odin with an Ansus rune and a Valknut. I specifically love this one. And it's actually not even hard. When I wanted to make the first one, I was really afraid that I would fuck it up. But it's really not hard. You don't need any specific tools for it. I only need or use a nail to carve these candles. And it's really fun. And I really love how it turns out. Especially if you have candles like Odin's that has like a gradient of colors, or like a lighter or darker color inside than outside, then it looks even cooler. So that was definitely one of my favorites these past months, and they seem to enjoy it too, because they are actually communicating with me through my candles. I am really careful when it comes to interpreting candle flames, because there's so much mundane stuff that could manipulate the candle flames. So I tend to not think that something is actually a deity communicating with me through the flame. But there have been, I think, 2 specific situations where I'm pretty sure that it was the deity communicating with me. And one of those times was definitely one of my favorite situations these past couple of months, because it has been Odin who wanted to tell me that he's proud of me, and he appreciates the work that I have been doing, because at that time I have been really productive with YouTube and also TikTok. Back then, when I still had TikTok, because I don't anymore because it's so toxic. Never mind. He just wanted to tell me that, yeah, he's proud of me, and that was really nice to hear, because Odin in general isn't a deity that is around all the time. So whenever he does reach out and he does give me signs and he does want to tell me something, I'm really happy. So that was awesome. And yes, I did indeed confirm it. I didn't just see the candle doing weird stuff and then think, oh, it's Odin and he's proud of me. No. I confirmed it through a couple of measures, and I also just got in contact with Odin to ask him if it was a sign and what he wanted to tell me with it, because I mean, just a random candle flame dancing or doing weird stuff doesn't really tell you what specifically the deity wants. So that was definitely a favorite. The next thing is something that I bought, but not for me. I have the tradition to go to a crystal shop on my birthday, and on this birthday I got 2 things, one for me and one for Freya, actually, because it was this cute little amber kitty, which was just, it was too perfect for Freya to not get it for her, so I definitely had to get it for her, and it's so beautiful, it's just amazing. Especially when the light hits it, it's so sparkly and orange, and yeah, I love it, and I feel like Freya also really enjoys it. And now it's sitting on her little corner on my deity altar. The other thing that I got, I did indeed get for myself, and that is this Moonstone sphere. I have actually never seen a moonstone carved into a sphere before, and I completely fell in love with it. I initially wanted to buy a garnet sphere, which also is something that I have never seen before. And same with Moonstone. I have never seen a Moonstone sphere before, and I thought it's a Moonstone as a sphere. That's perfect. And yeah, as I said, I initially wanted to buy a garnet sphere because I thought that was even cooler, but this Moonstone sphere, the energies are amazing. It's so warm. It speaks to my heart chakra. I don't know. I sometimes feel like whenever I touch a crystal and I connect to it, I feel the chakra that it works with. And this one definitely works with the heart chakra. And I actually lent it to a friend of mine very shortly after I bought it because she was going through a rough patch and I felt like she needed it more than I did. But now I have it back. So I will definitely do a lot of work with this one. I love it. The energies are just amazing. We did a really, really nice shamanic journey with our coven. And we did that to visit a deity that we are working with. And I visited Freya in her hall. I wanted to meet Freya in her hall because, yeah, I was told that I'm not yet ready to directly meet her. So I talked to a lot of her priestesses. There were a lot of ladies that were working there. It was such a nice journey and such a nice experience. The place is amazing. It's so beautiful and pretty, and the things that they told me were awesome. I'm sorry, but I won't tell you everything that I experienced there because it's really personal and I'm not quite sure what to make from it yet. Before I'm sure about things, I don't want to talk about it, but I can just say that visiting Freya's hall was definitely really, really beautiful, an awesome experience. It gave me a lot of joy about what's to come in the future, and I definitely got even more excited about working with her. But that brings me to the next the next favorite thing, which is actually not even that nice, but it was kind of cool and remarkable because I've never experienced that before. And that was that for the first time, a deity directly communicated to me that they were not happy with me, at all. I have never had that before. It was actually Freya who wasn't happy with me. If you have seen my witchy vlog, A Day in My Life video, you have already seen that. And yeah, as I said, that wasn't the most pleasant experience that I've ever had with a deity, but it was funny because it was the first time that a deity communicated to me that they were upset with me and they were pissed basically. So that was funny. I got a new pendulum. I went to 2 witchcraft shops in my town with a friend of mine, which was really lovely in general. I didn't really intend on buying a pendulum because I already own 2 pendulums, but I found this one. It's black, really, really simple black tourmaline pendulum. I love black tourmaline in general. If I had to pick a favorite crystal, I think black tourmaline would be that. Yeah, I just directly connected with it and it wanted to come with me. And I've loved it. Loved it ever since. Oh, the next 2 things aren't actually that witchy, but they were really fun, so I wanted to talk to you about it. The first thing is that I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I think in the middle of August, and that was amazing to me because my goal for 2021 was to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I hit it before I had been half a year on YouTube. So thank you really much. I really, really appreciate all of you so much, so much. Yeah, so my channel has been doing really well and I've been so happy about that, and I still am, because now I have actually gained another over 500 subscribers within this 1 month, and it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me, but I'm so appreciative of all of you. I love you. Love in my much love goes out to you. Love. Doesn't really look like a heart. Okay, this is better. This is a proper heart. And the other thing was that there's this one huge witchcraft related Discord server in Germany. It's called the Hexenkessel Discord. And they actually reached out to me and asked me whether I wanted to have a chat with them and like go live with them and tell their members about my journey as a witch and as a Norse pagan. And I did that, which I was really, really proud of because, as some of you might know, I suffer from social anxiety. So I think a year ago it would have been unimaginable that I would do something like that, but I did it and it was really awesome. And there will actually be a video about it, if I haven't even already uploaded it, because we recorded the Zoom session, so I will upload it. Of course, it is in German, so I'm sorry to all my English-speaking subscribers. I either will already have uploaded it or it will come in the near future, like in half a week or something. But yeah, it was really, really beautiful. I loved it. Oh, next thing was eggshell powder, which I'm making some right now, if you can see it. Don't focus on my face. I don't know why I haven't thought of it before, but yeah, eggshell powder is really, really nice for protection purposes, for example, but I think you could also use it for fertility purposes, stuff like that. And if you're vegan or you don't eat eggs for other reasons, just ask your neighbors or your friends or your family if they could just clean their used eggshells and give them to you. I mean, normally they would probably just throw it away. So they would probably be really happy to not have to throw it away. And also, if no one knows that you're a witch, you could maybe just tell them that you want to craft something with it, because you can also do a lot of crafts with empty eggshells. So you don't have to admit to them that you're a witch. The next thing is a deity, because over the months, Hell has been reaching out to me a lot of times through various different means, which I just now really realized that it was actually signs. I'm pretty blind when it comes to signs. They have to like be very obvious for me to realize that it's signs. So she has been reaching out by, for example, letting me draw the same rune every day for a long time. It was always the Hagalas rune, which is connected to Hell. It can happen also with other deities if you draw daily runes and they are always the same one. Maybe research a little bit about the rune and the connection to deities. Also, I have found a couple of dead animals, but not like skeletons or anything like that, but like very freshly dead animals, which was weird because I mean, I'm living in a big city, so you would guess that some kind of animal would come and eat it, like maybe rats or a cat or a fox, something would come and eat it, or someone would clean it or something like that. I have never found dead animals in this city before. And now within, I think, a month, I found 2. And one of them was in the city center, which is even stranger. So that's actually what I didn't really get, that it was a sign in the first place, but now I realized it. It's always like, duh, of course it was a sign. So I have actually also started working with Hell, which is really nice. She also has like a tiny corner on my deity altar now, which isn't that big yet because I don't really have that much decoration that works for her. I would love to find maybe bones or crow feathers or something like that, but where should I get bones? I don't want to buy bones. I would love to find them, and I'm actively looking for bones whenever I visit forests or something, but I haven't found any yet. I will probably find crow feathers at some point because there are a lot of crows around here, so that won't be a problem. But yeah, at this point, her corner on the altar looks pretty sad because it's tiny, but I carved a candle for her, which I also showed you in my witchy day in a life vloggy video. Oh, the next thing is a physical thing again, and it's actually this Moldavite ring. I actually haven't been a fan of Moldavite just because all the hype on TikTok. I was always thinking like, oh, why are people making such a big deal of Moldavite? Like, why? It won't destroy your life. I don't believe in that. I actually bought it for two reasons. The first reason was that I have been initiated into my coven also this month, which is also a favorite of mine, but I will talk about that later. And I wanted to get myself a little initiation gift, because an initiation is a little bit like a rebirth into your witchhood, and I just wanted to have something that would remind me of it. I knew that I wanted to have a ring, but I also wanted to have some kind of crystal or mineral or glass that would just fit the purpose of like rebirth and change. And Moldavite is perfect for that. Like the correspondences of Moldavite, they were just perfect for the purpose of initiation. So I just got that one. And also the energies were amazing. Like, I can't tell you, when I put this ring on the first time in the store, I was just blown away. And the owner of the store was actually pretty sad because she had hoped that no one would buy that ring for a year so that she could buy it for herself. Sorry, I bought it. And yeah, that was the first reason why I wanted to get that ring. And the second reason was that I actually just wanted to see whether Moldavite would actually do anything big to me. Because as I said, there was this big hype on TikTok and everyone was saying like, Moldavite changed my life so much, and oh, Moldavite destroyed my life, and stuff like that, which, as I said, I don't believe in. So I wanted to see if those rumors are real or if they're just some hype. Oh yeah, the next thing then was actually my initiation. So as I told you already in a previous video, which I will link up there, I think, I created a coven with two other members around 2 years ago, and now after COVID we were finally able to have our initiations, and that has been really, really beautiful. The initiation felt awesome, and I already feel some changes after the initiation, and I'm just so happy that we were finally able to have our initiations, because as I said, we had initially created the coven like around 2 years ago. And we were planning on training for a year and a day before we would have our initiations. That's just a traditional thing that British traditional witchcraft covens do. Yeah, but during these 1 year and a day, COVID hit. So we weren't able to meet anymore. So we had to like pause everything. So it just took ages until we could properly have our initiations and meet again and stuff. So now that we were all finally initiated, we can actually start properly practicing and doing like the fun stuff. And that's actually all that I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and give a thumbs up. And maybe follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!